Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. Hello, everyone out there. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who have been subscribers and have been telling me that these messages and these uploads have been really helping you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your feedback, all of your comments, and for your connection. For many of you who have become clients, it's been fantastic. I really enjoy just seeing how you guys progress and all the amazing transformations that you've been through. It's really quite astonishing and really exciting. For those of you who are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. As I said, I'm Elizabeth. I am a divine channeler, a psychic medium, a spirit extractor specialist. I also happen to be a divine twin flame on the path to reunion. And I love being able to just make a difference in people's lives. I'm really here to do that. It's my mission, it's my passion. And so kudos to all of you who have been starting your amazing missions. I've been hearing about those and also doing a lot of personal readings lately, as well as many clearings. So that's been coming up. I've been really busy. Thank you so much for those who have been patient with me with extraction cases, patient with me with being able to return your inquiries if you've inquired about a reading. I will get back to you. Thank you so much. It just seems like there's just not enough time lately for almost anything, because as we know, time has drastically changed. But I appreciate your patience with me, and I really enjoy helping people, and there's nothing like it. It's really hard to describe. If you are interested in having a personal session, a personal reading with me, these channeled sessions really go into depth. They cover so much. Everything from divine twin flame connections, what's going on behind the scenes. It covers life purpose and the details associated with that. It brings up anything and everything that's coming up for you to heal, to be aware of, to acknowledge, to transform through. Even if you're not a twin flame, I am a reader for all. So if you know anyone who is not on the twin flame path, that's perfectly fine. I am an angelic communicator. I am a psychic medium, so I'm able to provide for anyone basically that my team is giving me the okay to service. So it's all about vibrational match, So if you go to theparanormalpriestess.com, which is my website, you can go to my services page. You can see all my services there. And the best way of contacting me is through my contact page, which will link right to my email. And just give me a few days to be able to respond to you. Again, it's been quite busy, and I'm trying to just find a way of balancing everything, of course, with my own journey and my own energy levels. So thank you for understanding that. So if you are new to the channel, I do angel channel messages, the big angelic messages, the channel messages every single month. So this is going to be the energies for April in particular. Although I am here every single week and I put material up, everything from channel messages with the moon portals, anything having to do with protection and shielding, I have those up. You'll find some crystal videos up there, healing methods, inspirations, basically anything that my team guides me to put out there, that's what I'm putting out there. So I've been getting really positive feedback from you guys, so I'm really happy to hear that. And obviously, I'm on track with that, which is amazing. Thank you so much for letting me know about your awesome synchronicities with the uploads. It's just really pretty cool to be able to find out that people are seeing number synchronicities, and that I don't even realize it though. And it's so cool that you guys are pointing it out, that at certain time signatures, I'll say certain things and there'll be a synchronicity with that time signature, and sometimes I don't even catch this and you're catching it. So that's why I always say, if you are noticing any synchronicities, to just put them down below in the comments, and I'm adding to that too. So thank you so much, and I just think it's amazing to be able to share that, because it really, again, it just reestablishes the fact that these channelings are on track, they're resonating with you, and that's a great thing. That's a really great thing. That's why I'm here. So these are the messages for April. And if you are new, a lot of times what I'll do is, I channel in all different ways. I'm a physical channeler too. And if you want to see that, I did a physical channeling for the very first time on the Paranormal Priestess. And it was physically channeling the goddess Bridget. And I know you guys really loved that one. So I don't know when it's going to happen again as far as physical channelings. Not sure. But if you are interested in, watching and hearing a physical channeling, if that's something that you've never been exposed to before, lots of people have really loved that channeling. They said that it was really healing for them. They could feel the authenticity, the healing energy from it. So you might want to just take a look at that. So I am a physical channeler. I channel information, of course, in that sense, as a conduit for information. So, I do that in all types of ways. When I do the messages for every month, I like to actually channel it through just getting on my computer, putting myself into that trance, that light trance, and I'll just automatic type. I've been automatic writing for many years, and so automatic typing is even easier, and I just allow that information to come through. I am in the awareness the whole time as it's happening, but yet this information is not coming from me, it's coming through me, and it's really a remarkable experience. I'm pretty much in awe of how this information comes through even now, even after doing it from all these years. But these messages are actually coming from Archangel Raziel this time for the month of April. I don't know if many of you know who Archangel Raziel is. When you think of Raziel, think of Merlin, the Merlin figure, Merlin the wizard, or Meriden as he's known as. And that would be Raziel. Raziel is the divine magician, the wise divine magician or divine alchemist. And it seems for April that magic, happy about this one, happens to be the theme of April here. I do happen to be a divine magician. I'm on the Wiccan path. I don't really like using labels too much, but you can classify me as a divine magician, a white witch. All the magic that I do is divine magic. It's harming none. It's all about healing and transformation and empowerment and beauty and love and light and all of that. So it's wonderful to be able to come on here and actually speak about magic too, and also be a twin flame while speaking about magic or delivering messages, channel messages about magic. Because I think sometimes we don't see those two maybe together. I don't know. You tell me. There might be some of you out there who are into magic, into divine magic. Divine magic happened to be very prominent from Atlantean society. That's where the birth of magic actually came from, in that sense, as far as incarnating. And so many of you do relate to Atlantis. So perhaps some of you out there will relate to divine magic that Archangel Raziel is going to be talking about, or you do relate to practicing magic. And it's a beautiful thing. It's definitely something to be proud of. Although some people misunderstand it, I think that the magical path has come a very long way to be more accepted in society and seen as a beautiful path that, there's nothing to look down on it as something that is evil. Yes, there are dark practitioners that are out there in the world, but with everything, there is always that light side of it. There's that dark side of it. There are those who are using it from a divine place, and there are those who are taking it and basically it's blasphemy. And Archangel Raziel is going to speak somewhat about that in this message to have you understand that a lot better. But let me get started here, and let me know how you resonate with some of this for April, because I'm curious to find out. Okay. So it starts out with the time has come where all humanity shall come back to the frequency of love. The energy of April is to become the vessel of that love and to create and manifest a world that is desired by your heart. This is Archangel Raziel, the divine magician. Raise your thoughts and emotions, powerful ones, and know that the magic you can create from this place will be beautiful and wondrous. You have come through many trials, and you have grown into the powerful, glorious love that is your higher self. When you realize this power, and you create from the heart, the earth will follow as you manifest the visions and the intentions that you focus upon. It is easy to do with practice, and it is encouraged to do this at this time. Limitless beings of love and light, you are never without, for you have all that you would ever require at your disposal. The tools of magic are within. This is very true. And these tools are the direction of your thoughts, driven by your powerful emotional connection to these very thoughts. The wisdom of the ages is upon all of you, and the sages that have come before have learned the mysteries of the energies that can be shaped and formed into a physical manifestation. As above, so below. In April, your inner magician can be cultivated since you have stepped into your power and have gained clarity with your own sense of self and purpose. Nothing is out of reach, beloved souls. As Meriden the wizard has learned well when he traveled a journey which brought him back to the sacred truths that he awakened within, he had spent much time in solitude and reflection, understanding and pondering about the world and the worlds beyond. He wanted to understand the interconnections and how he fit into the great puzzle of the miracles he observed around him. The beauty and shadow were what he had to fully experience and then learn to balance these. All is balance. And that's really important to understand about balance, because that's what we are. That's what we want to achieve. That's what we're here to achieve, that balance. And balance really is strongly encouraged at this time to step into that balance. He also learned that whatever was created in energetic form would soon become the physical reality that was the mirror world of 3D experience. He also trusted in the divine order of events and that the universe and multiverses were always connecting to him and assisting with the ever-turning seasons of his life. Find your core this April. Find your inner alchemist. Know that the ingredients are you, connected to the natural worlds and the abilities that they possess. You are supported by many. Did you know that there are many beings that are willing to help you discover your own innate magical powers? There are the Fae, or elemental beings, who are close to the earth, and they're very much real. They are willing to partner with you to help you see that with a shift of perception, you can view your world for the magical, synchronistic, and abundant realm that it is. For the higher realms can assist you with creating your desires energetically, and so what you are experiencing in the higher dimensional realms will then eventually become the mirror world. Yes, you live in a magical mirror world, and that is exciting and powerful indeed. There is much that is taking place in April energetically. The higher energetic consciousness is coming into the physical form, and so you are all experiencing much fogginess, disruptions in sleep, feeling confused, achy, and perhaps feeling the sensations that are of tingling, pressures on the crown and facial areas, and temperature fluctuations. These experiences all indicate a shift in frequency and vibration and will lead the physical form into experiencing the 5D consciousness. The 5D consciousness is here, and this will now be the new normal for you as you step out of the 4D permanently and live from a 5D awareness of unlimited love and abundance. Many of you have been back and forth with these dimensions, but now the transition is taking place. There is no falling back into 4D, for now is the time when your hearts are fully functional and your ego has been very much healed, so much so that those events which have dropped you back into fear, or as we would know, triggering, are no longer dropping you there. You realize that the illusions have no effect on you any longer, and that the 5D life that you have been living within the higher realm is now taking shape and form quicker than ever. You have practiced with this. You have tested this. You have questioned it even. However, you now understand that the only thing real is love. And all of the earth, moons, stars, sun, and all of the creation is of love and is connected. See, feel, and trust that it is done, and you will never again fear that you have lack of anything, for love has no lack. Love is whole and complete unto itself. Remember this important magical truth that shall assist you moving forward now, and no longer will you view yourselves as being without or being forgotten. You are just as miraculous and powerful as all of creation. This is true freedom. Those who are desiring to step forward on their path of beloved partnership, do not fear. The truest of love is love that can be set free to endure hardships and challenges, overcoming all of ego's illusions, only to find that love is real. Your beloved, if lost, is an illusionary consciousness at this time. They will find their way home to truth. It is time for them to remember they are powerful beings as well. They are on a journey, one much like the Meriden one I have shared. Allow them to find out that their illusions are no longer to support them. It is not sustainable in a 5D collective consciousness. You are all connected, beloveds, and therefore you are lifting the vibrational frequency of love for all those who still wander and have not found their way home. This is the circle of love that you create together. Your beloved is now sensing that they have hit a wall, and that all that they have deceived themselves into believing was real and valuable that was born of ego now does not fulfill nor sustain its paper value or social merit. All that has been lies or self-serving in a lower paradigm fashion feels stale and lifeless, tired out and forced. They can no longer feel the connection to these ways. This is because this dimensional living is unsupported and unreliable. They are learning the losses quickly now. There is no sustainability in deception and illusion. These relationships on all levels are falling away and shall not be returning. 3D careers, karmic lessons and loves will all cease to continue. And this, my dear ones, has already taken place for many. We do not deceive you, beloveds. We have been assisting and placing synchronicities before you, so that you have a map of higher guidance. Numbers and the magic of numerology is ancient, and was very much known and practiced by Meriden, as well as many ancient alchemists who wish to understand the higher truths. The numbers speak, and speak greatly of what is taking place, what is true, and where you are in the process of your path and its gateways of consciousness. 666 has been appearing for many and has given many confusion, for these number sequences have been copied by dark forces in order for it to mock and scare those who do not understand the meaning of it. For 666 is a sequence of manifesting the will. It also points to the illusions of the world, conquered by the ego. It reminds us that the ego is now to be driven by the heart. And so this sequence means that you are a powerful creator or manifester if you choose to believe this. However, where do your beliefs lie? Are they connected to fear still, or are they aligned with the heart? Therefore, 666 is helpful in understanding as above, so below. Those who practice dark arts utilize this number sequence to signify that the ego of illusion is the power behind the manifesting. There is no heart of unconditional love driving these manifestations. They are not created from this space. They are created from the ego's need. I hope that this explanation assists you with your growth. You do not need to fear those angelic patterns that point to as above, so below. So within, so without, spirit and matter. 777 is another synchronicity that many are experiencing now. The seven sister planets, the universal order of events, divine order and its connections, the universal assistance is upon you, and you are now to experience the magical synchronicities within the physical realm as you connect to this sequence. 7 is heaven, they say, and so yes, it is. Allow the divine to permeate your heart and mind, and you shall manifest the 7 aligned. Oh yes, beloveds, have you not seen these? There are many more. However, I say to you that the magical times are here, and you are that very magic. Allow it all to unfold, and this shall be quite a sight to behold. Have faith in your desires that come from your heart. All is quickly being received, even if you did not see it in physical form. The star or the pentagram, and I'm wearing that today. Oh, dear ones, this is yet another beautiful alchemical symbol not to be feared. The symbol of earth and spirit, the elements and their connections to you. Again, this symbol has been used in a perverse way by dark forces in order to dim its powerful light and usage. This was again copied and used as a symbol of dark ritual magic. Its meaning was distorted so that the ego could be made the driving force on the earth, so that the heart could not reign. This symbol of alchemy is sacred and divine geometry, one of many that assist in creating and shielding. May its respect and beauty return so that it may claim its rightful place amongst the divine alchemists once again. How April is a time of great magic, beloved souls. Embrace this, work with this, and never will you view yourselves as victims of the ego illusion. You shall thrive, and you shall realize that all is perfect in the grand scope of universal order. Much blessings and transformations, Archangel Raziel. Yes, I'm definitely sensing the magic of April, the magic of spring. I really am. And it's very true. I completely resonated with this message, of course, on so many levels. Yes, I'm a divine magician and alchemist. And so the magical part really spoke very strongly to me. And I love the pentagram. And it's nothing that I try to sell to anyone whatsoever, but it's a very powerful symbol to me. It's one that I resonate with. I work with other symbols as well, such as the Triquetra, which is the three, the power of three, Celtic symbol. I love that one. I love the Ankh. I'm very much connected to the sacred Ankh of Egypt, as I did a video on the Ankh. And, I just love divine alchemy. It's always spoken to me. It speaks to my very soul. But I love the fact that it's a very empowering time now. And then Archangel Raziel came through to let all of you know that you've been through so many trials, you've been through so many obstacles, you've been through so many triggers, and now you find yourself in a place where you can stand in your power and say, you know what, I've been through all of this. I've had my times where I was extremely weak. There were so many times where it was a quiet time, a hermit time, and your beloved may very well be going through that now, just as Raziel spoke of, going through that stage where you have to go through the journey. You're not really alone, but you're going through this journey where it feels like you're in a time where you're in a hermit stage, and in that stage you are just really receiving so much information. You're observing, you're acknowledging, you're being with yourself, you're listening to your higher self, you're connecting to the things that you are receiving. And it's a time of really going through a major transformation, being able to actually understand the things that no longer serve you and then proactively let them go. It really is a quiet time, though. It's not an action-oriented time. It's a time to really receive. It's a time to really be with yourself and stay present. Stay present with everything that you're receiving, everything you're experiencing, everything you're observing. Opening yourself up to those deepest experiences that change us in the grandest of ways. And that's when I think of Archangel Raziel. That's what I think of Merlin or Meriden. And that's also what I think of at this stage too, with a lot of with the twin flames, and in particular the divine masculine. In particular, the divine masculine, as far as them not being able to stay with their old ways. We've talked about this in videos. However, we are we're now entering a time where, you know, transformations are happening extremely rapidly, the awakenings extremely rapidly, and those surface changes are now really beginning to echo what's going on the inside, and all of the upgrades of energy that your beloved, if you are the awakened one, your beloved is still, you know, still trying to find their way and still trying to find their truth. And hence we're having a breaking down of a lot of things that are happening in their lives, and they're realizing that, and those changes are taking place in the physical. So it really is a powerful time, though, of understanding that you've come so far. If you are the awakened one watching this, if you're not the awakened one, then hopefully, you know, so many of these messages are resonating with you as to, oh, wow, this is what I'm experiencing as far as awakening. This is what I've been receiving, but maybe I didn't quite understand it. And now I understand that, you know, there's changes that are before me. There's decisions to make. And now I'm understanding what no longer serves me. And I can't force myself to, you know, I can't lie to myself. I can't force myself to stay in that relationship. I can't force myself to stay in a job that no longer serves me. I can't force myself to keep prolonging those patterns, those toxic patterns, and those beliefs that I'm just not feeling anymore. We're talking about a time of when we have been through so much, and we're finally able to say, okay, this is me, and I feel empowered now, and I feel supported, divinely supported, and I know that I have the tools and the methods to change my reality. So when we think of the Magician and the Tarot, for instance, it's a powerful card, because we're saying that, you know, take my selenite here as like a wand. It's like, you know, I have the tools to change my reality, as above, so below. But the magic is not coming from a place of, you know, ego, will, and need. It's coming from a place where I am co-creating and co-manifesting with spirit, with the divine, with the spirit, or the being on top, not the pentagram being inverted. Spirit drives it all. Divine magic, divine order, divine support. As you change your reality, and you're changing it from what you truly desire from your heart, and the connection of your heart to the divine, and understanding your I am presence, stepping into your powerful I am. So, because of so many of the stages that we've been through, you know, it's just a beautiful time for us to embrace that power, and to know that we could never be stuck, that we are always moving our lives forward, and we always have that support, and we always have those tools to make those changes. And as we rapidly do that, it's like a dance. As we keep dancing with that and practicing that, and embracing the interconnections of everything, as the Druids always knew, and they were always inspired by that, inspired by the life force, inspired by the Awen, as they called it. We celebrate our ability to create. We recognize that we are creators with the Creator, and we drive our lives forward. And, you know, I love that it was spoken about as far as the number synchronicities, and the fact that, you know, some people are uncomfortable with 666. I know I've been noticing that, and it was just a really beautiful thing to be able to understand that 666 is not something to be feared. It's like the other side wants you to fear that. The pentagram is not something to be feared. The other side wants you to fear that, and it's just a perversion of symbolism that was has always been regarded as divine and sacred. So I hope that you could take a lot from this message, and I hope that it resonates, and I'm wishing you all just really powerful manifesting. And for you to understand that, as you believe in yourself more and more, as you have that self-confidence in yourself, as you celebrate your uniqueness, that you are already pretty much right there as far as being able to be a powerful creator and seeing your creations show up in your physical reality super quick. Because as he mentioned the 5D and shifting out of 4D into 5D, we're in a time we were back and forth with that, but we are now entering a consciousness which is 5D, and 5D is instantaneous manifesting. Instantaneous. So guard your thoughts, be aware of your thoughts and your beliefs, and hence that would also be the 666, just being aware of some of the lower thoughts that could be blocking your manifesting abilities, some of your fears, some of them may be subconscious there. So become aware of those and be able to clear those, and then you'll be in a higher place, in a much stronger place to be able to instantly manifest your reality. And it's just a wonderful and beautiful thing. And as far as the fairy, I love working with them, the elementals. Some people don't realize that, yes, we have our angelic team. We have many of our very powerful spiritual guides. Many of them are ascended masters. But the elemental world also offers much support. And I know that I do work with, say, the unicorns. They're fabulous healers. They're very, very powerful. And they bring a lot of pure energy, a lot of just childhood energy, pure child energy, enchantment, that type of energy. But they do happen to be fantastic healers. They can assist you with healing your body, your mind, your emotions. And there are many very benevolent fairy in the fairy realm who are very willing to help. You just need to be a little careful with, because there's all different types of beings in the fairy realm. So you want to make sure that you're calling upon a fairy who is connected to divine love and light. And, your spiritual team can assist you with understanding which connections are going to work for you. And so you can connect with a fairy that is a high vibrational fairy coming from a place of love. But they're there. They're there to support. So I'm not going to go on much longer, but I hope that these messages were ones that you can find your own empowerment from, perhaps be inspired from, and let me know. Let me know if these do help, if these do resonate with you, and if you have been feeling the very same things. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, and I'm wishing you all the most magical April month. Synchronicities are abound, from number synchronicities to probably very, very surprising and exciting things opening up and opportunities opening up. So there's definitely not, it's not about closing any door or keeping any doors shut. Be ready to receive, be in that receive mode, and it's going to get quite interesting, trust me. All right, remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Brightest blessings, everybody, and I will see you all next week. Take care and enjoy the magic.